The long range meta in town is broken. I'm going to be going over that in today's video. I'm going to be telling y'all what are the best attachments, the best rifles to use in town. Trust me, these guns are insanely good. Y'all will not want to miss out. Hey, and after y'all are done watching this video, if you want to know how to build your loadout correctly, make sure you check the video out in the top corner. Now, this is going to be in my opinion, so maybe some guns are going to be a little bit better in your opinion or a little bit different. But essentially, the meta in town, long range, is going to be green laser, or any laser at that, ergo grip, and muzzle brake, and then some kind of optic. I prefer the reflex, but really a lot of people like to lean towards the M145 or the ACOG or the JG. Essentially, really, the goal is just to make a laser beam. And what I mean by that is a gun that has very, very low recoil and it's just going to beam the target from range. Really, it works for any AR, essentially. I'm going to not control the recoil. I'm going to show you all a couple examples. The FAMAS is a really good option. It's going to be burst, but it's got extremely high fire rate, so that means that there's going to be a lot of follow-up shots. So if you miss shots, the TTK, or time to kill, won't go down very much. This is without controlling the recoil. As y'all can see, it barely even went up, maybe to halfway. This is the G36C. At least in my opinion, it's not as good as some of the other ones. It takes a little more control of recoil in that vertical section, 0.19 compared to 0.13 to 0.16. So it's a little higher. Part of that is because I have the SLR. Now you could rock muzzle brake on this gun, but then you're going to see the horizontal recoil goes up a little bit, and that's just going to be a little funky and a little inconsistent. Now on paper, at the farthest damage range, and if you're hitting all torso shots, the G36C will kill faster than the SOT mod or the FAMAS. But usually, if the gun has lower recoil, like the FAMAS or the SOT mod, you're going to find it more consistent. But G36C is still a good option. Also have the AUG. AUG isn't particularly the best, I would say, but I think it's a very solid option. It functions really just like the other ARs. I would say a tad bit worse than the SOT mod, but really, the time to kill is so small, like the gap in between is literal milliseconds in between each gun, that you're not going to notice a huge difference between each gun. I will say though that the M16, from my understanding, has the fastest possible TTK at 0.236 compared to like 0.3 something for most of the other guns. Though I wouldn't say it's meta because one, you're getting 20 bullets, two, the horizontal recoil is terrible. Even if you rock SLR on it, I mean, it's still not going to be that good compared to a lot of the other guns. And then you have a little bit slower fire rate as well. And then the first damage drop off is worse. Though it does make up for it in the second one, as you can see. Personally, I mean, if you can try it if you want. It's also semi, so you can't hold it. Might have been the wrong term there, but you can't hold it down. You have to spam click with it. And there's a little bit bigger delay between each shot. So technically, if you want the fastest possible time to kill, you would run this. But it's going to be harder to get it consistent. Really though, as long as you run any AR with most of these attachments, you can even run hair grip if you want to for like a tiny bit extra accuracy in exchange for recoil. Really, as long as you run these attachments on any type of AR weapon, the recoil is going to be fairly low. Again, you can swap out maybe the muzzle for SLR or for a different one that you find suits it more. Generally, I'm going to stick to muzzle brake or SLR, maybe compensator if you want. They're all honestly good options. Yeah, to me, focus on, I'd say SOT mod, maybe the FAMAS. I think these two are generally going to be what's the best and what's going to be most consistent in the quote-unquote meta. But at the end of the day, no one's really using the town meta. It doesn't really matter that much. I'm going to be so for real. No one cares. Just use what's fun. But if you guys do want to quote-unquote min-max, this would be something like this at those medium ranges. If you guys have some other guns you guys think are better, or you think I should use a different attachment or anything like that, any suggestions or any mistakes, make sure y'all tell me in the comments below. It helps me out so much when y'all let me know stuff about that. Helps me improve my loadouts and helps y'all improve your loadouts. Hopefully this helped y'all out. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Stay gooey. I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure to check out the video in the corner to know how to actually correctly build your entire town loadout. Stay gooey. Peace.